Good afternoon. Barely. It's morning for me. It's morning for me. My schedule's a little bit later in the day. You've probably figured that out by now, huh? Mr. Window, yeah. I was just watching the video for Mr. Wendell. It's funny because I'm watching the captions. The captions called him Mr. Window. Some of these people that write captions really don't know what they're. I think that if you're going to write captions for a show, it should be a show that you enjoy or watch, things like that. So, whiny butt. So, Mr. Whiny Butt. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm finding more and more in my life how much less I need. Things like anger, hate, jealousy. These things every day that goes by, there's less and less of it in my life. And, as a person with a lot of who's empathic, who feels other people's feelings, this is a good thing. We try and do things the right way. At least I do. Well, at least what I consider the right way. I mean, am I really right? I don't know. But my life isn't shitty, so something must be working, right? Something must be working. So the only time you're really gonna know that I'm live anymore is if you freaking pay Facebook, and that ain't gonna happen. So I don't know what to do. I used to be a computer expert. I used to be able to work these things out. I would have come up with something, but technology has far surpassed my brain log. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching live or the rewatch. So, a lot of people kind of arguing with me about sober livings and halfway houses, and what I did is what I'm saying is we don't need any more sober livings. We need halfway houses, and I wrote it intentionally that way. I wrote it on purpose because what it does is it divides the people. I'm not creating division. I'm figuring out who's serious. Because if you argue with me about a sober living, what you're saying, or that you need more sober living, what you're saying is that you're making money off of it, and I will call you out on it. Okay? But let's get to this. AA is not a cure-all. Nope. In fact, we don't cure anything. No. AA doesn't do that. AA is just a new way of life. That's all it is. Okay? It's not going to be more than that. That's going to be up to you. That part's going to be up to you. How you want to live your life. See, you were given choices, man. Now you have options in your life. You can become something better. And the choice is now yours. Yeah, if you completed the steps and You're on the maintenance steps. If you're not there yet, don't worry about it. You will get there. Okay. I tell you, it wasn't till I was probably 3, 4 years sober till I felt well enough to start helping other people. Okay. Now I had other things that I need to work on, but usually it takes about a year for you to get your shit together enough to be able to really help other people. That's the average. Sometimes it happens in a couple months, but on the average, I've seen, and there's kind of a steadfast rule in the industry that if you're going to work in the industry, you got to have at least a year of sobriety, and that makes sense because you also can't transmit something you haven't got. Okay, I was talking about this with a sponsee, and he's completed the work. He can, he's a free man. The rules that applied before no longer apply. And he's not dating someone, but he is seeing some. Well, I guess they're dating. They've kissed a couple of times, but it isn't about the relationship. It's about how it's working and that he's doing it correctly. He's like, he has been honest with this person, everything else, right? Okay. See, he has completed the steps, and now God is saying, hey, in the beginning, he was lonely. He just lost his wife, who he still gets along with very, very well. Okay, which I think is pretty fucking cool. Okay, what does he get out of that? He gets a freedom that most men do not get. Yeah. See, he's being his true self now. He can't be anything else now. He can't help it. Can't help it. See, he was always a good guy. The day I met this guy, I saw right through it. Okay. I'm like, this guy's got a bigger service heart than I do, man. Okay. And I knew that if I helped this person, he would go on to help a lot of people. And I still believe that. Okay. I don't care if I'm part of it or not. That's not what matters, right? No. See? All right. I do have some reading stuff for this. The alarming thing about pride blindness is the ease with which it is justified, but we need not look far to see that self-justification is a universal destroyer of harmony and peace. It sets man against man, nation against nation. By it, every form of folly and violence can be made to look right and even respectable. Okay. I know, it's like it doesn't fit, Dion. Okay, so I'm going to force it in there and make it fit. Okay, I'm not going to do that because it does fit. It always fits. It's God's world. It always fits. Okay, it's the next part that goes with what we're talking about. Okay, kind of waiting on that. Nobody's here. So. Okay, having trouble with the codes. That's weird. Okay. And what am I talking about there? Well, we need to be able to see the forest for the trees. We need to be free. Because if we're not free, we're not going to be able to see the world for what it actually is. Okay? And we need the truth in our lives. I need the truth in my life. Because if I don't have the truth in my life, I don't have a journey. And the truth is this. Dion's an alcoholic. Dion is a recovered alcoholic. Dion is capable of helping other people. Dion is capable of changing himself. Okay. Do I fancy myself a leader? With that kind of indecision, I'm going to have to say yes and no. Okay. I want to be a leader, but not in the sense that people think about leading. If that makes sense. I don't want to be the leader. I want all of us at the same time. But if I need to be the person that says, hey, let's all gather together, okay, but that doesn't mean I need to lead the procession. It doesn't. It doesn't mean I need to be holding up the banner. It doesn't need to mean that I need to MC and be the center of it. Mm-mm. I'm getting everything that I need by doing what it is that I'm doing. I don't want to reach my destination yet. I don't want to reach my destination yet. I'm having fun in the adventure. Okay? I'm having fun in the adventure. We're going to go to AA Comes of Age, page 232. We're getting there, I promise. Ooh, I'm going to go back up. It's good stuff. I like this. Whoever just joined, good stuff going on. Okay. So, I have great faith that we shall never embrace and persist in a fatal error, and yet we might still do fallible human beings that we are. Okay. And yet we might do so. Okay. This is the area in the future life of AA where we can never be too prudent or too vigilant. Let us not suppose, just because AA as a whole has never had a grievous problem, that it can never have one. If such difficulty ever comes, I feel sure it will center about false pride and anger, the two most destructive defects that we alcoholics have. As a society, we must never become so vain to suppose that we have been the authors and inventors of a new religion. No, it was all stolen. Okay? We stole it all. We took what we needed and left the rest. That's what happened. Okay? But this was not some new, no. A spiritual process has been going on for thousands of years. Okay? And AA does not claim that we have any right way. We do know that if you follow this process, your life will get better. That's what we know. If you want to do the process, great. We will support you in it. If you don't want to do the process, then I'm sorry, I'm going to go find somebody else that does want to do the process, because the process needs me to give it away in order for me to keep what I have. We will humbly reflect that each of AA's principles, every one of them, has been borrowed from ancient sources. So what? We're not providing anything new. We're just putting it in different words. I call the big book the Bible for dummies. Okay? Now, please don't take that as a religious thing. It's just a joke. Okay? It's just a joke. We shall remember that we are laymen. Okay? We are not doing anything we're preachers. What I don't know what they call them in other areas, so I don't know what words to use here. We're the people that pay it forward. Okay? People before us did the work, and I'm so happy that they did, or this wouldn't be here for me. We shall remember that we are laymen, holding ourselves in readiness to cooperate with all men of goodwill, whatever their creed or nationality. Okay, and that's where the responsibility statement comes in. What are you looking at? What are you staring at? I'm just always paranoid that there's some spider or something around. All right. Well, I don't know who God is going to speak through. So therefore, I need to listen. I need to remain open-minded. Then two, it would be a product of false pride to believe that Alcoholics Anonymous is a cure-all, even for alcoholism. That would be silly. No, I've replaced stupid with silly. Okay, people don't like being called stupid, and things are not stupid. Okay, I've made that decision for myself. So even with KISS, I don't know if I'm going to keep KISS, keep it simple, stupid, or keep it simple, silly. I don't know, depend on the situation. Here we must remember our debt to the men of medicine. Okay? There we are, the responsibility statement again. I'm responsible when anyone, anywhere, reaches out for help. I want the hand of AA to be there. And for that, I am responsible. Do you feel it? Do you believe it? If not, that's okay. You know what? It's okay to say no. No, I don't feel that yet. Just be honest with yourself. Okay? That just means you have more work to do yet. And that's okay. Enjoy the journey. Quit trying to get to the end so darn fast, man. You're going to miss things. You're going to miss so many beautiful things, man. Don't do that. That's like leaving 2 minutes before the miracle happens. Just real quick, I don't know why it's going through. I went to a meeting last night. It's the first closed meeting that I have been to in a long time. I so enjoyed myself. It was nice to be in a room of like-minded people and not being the only one. Somebody else was the center of attention, and it was nice. I was just a part of a whole, and I sat in that comfort. I sat in that serenity. They allowed crosstalk. It worked perfect. They had a 12 by 12 meeting, which blows mine out of the water. I love the way they set it up. I thought it was phenomenal. I got excited again. It was nice. I was accepted. That didn't happen at the other place I was going to. I was feeling a lot of pushback. So, all right, back to this. Here we must be friendly and above all, open-minded toward every new development in the medical or psychiatric art that promises to be helpful to sick people. All right. Ooh, this is a can of worms for Dion. Okay. Because what is useful? What is right? What is, because, yeah, I agree with that. I do. Okay. But it's got to be, but if your intentions are screwed up, then no. If you're trying to make money off of people, then no. Hell to the no. How about you go do this? Start up a bowling league and do it out of the kindness of your heart. Go open a bowling league for people in recovery out of the kindness of your heart. Don't take any money. Watch what happens. You take money. Watch what happens. All right. We should endorse none, especially, but hold ourselves in readiness to cooperate so far as we can with them all. Let us constantly remind ourselves that experts in religion are the clergymen, that the practice of medicine is for physicians, and that we, the recovered alcoholics, are their assistants. Okay, so I'm the assistant. I am the person that makes the unwilling alcoholic willing. Did you know that you can make an unwilling alcoholic willing? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just by sitting down and just taking a little bit of space. Take some of your valuable time. Go sit with these people. Just give them time, man. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Okay. So AA is not the only way, man. I was just talking about somebody this the other day. He said AA's not for me. I'm like, and why? He's like, he said, because people give me a hard time because I still smoke weed. And I said, what? We're Alcoholics Anonymous. We don't deal with weed. I don't know where you're going, but you're more than welcome at my group. I don't care that you smoke weed. I'm going to tell you, I don't. I don't even care if you're still drinking. I don't. I don't care if you're still drinking. I don't care if you're still doing drugs. I'm not here to judge you. That part is, it's not my job. My job is to be of help. Okay, I know you just drank. That's okay. I'm okay with that. What can I do for you to help you not do that again? Can I take you to a detox? I know detox sucks. I know it sucks. But we got to start somewhere. And I will have your back. I will take you. I will visit. And then I will pick you up. This is the things that we do. Okay? And then we do not go online and brag about them. Okay? Bragging, if you go brag, you've already got your gift. Okay? If you do something in God's world and go brag, you already got your gift. You bragged. You got it. You ain't going to get any more gifts. Don't supply your own gifts, man. I will sell myself short. I do that. Okay. Now the gift still comes, but the thing is, I'm so blinded by the fact that I can jump so high that I didn't see the gift. I don't know about you, but for me, God hardly ever does material gifts. So there are those. Oh, let's cover some of the other ones. There's Smart Recovery. There's Dharma. There's Celebrate Recovery, which I like. And if any of these places approach me, I would let them hold meetings. You bet. The club isn't just about holding AA meetings. No, it is about family. It's about family. Okay? The Club Trudge is a family-oriented recovery club. That's it. All right. There are those who predict that Alcoholics Anonymous may become a new spearhead for spiritual awakening throughout the world. You know, as it helps some people, yes. Were we the new spearhead for spiritual awakening? I'd like to think so, but I don't get to decide. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Have we done some good? Yes. Have we barely touched the tip of the iceberg? Yeah. So what? Even if we are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because I'm still just a part of a whole. When our friends say that these things are both generous and sincere, but we of AA must reflect that such a tribute and such a prophecy could well prove to be the heady drink for most of us. Yes. That is, if we really became to believe that this is the real purpose of AA, and if we commence to behave accordingly. Our society, therefore, will prudently cleave to its single purpose, the carrying of the message to the alcoholic who still suffers. Okay? It is their only purpose. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. It's what we do. That's it. We show you a new way of life. What you do with it is your choice. That's where the options come in. Let us resist the proud assumption that since God has enabled us to do well in one area, we are destined to be the channel of a saving grace for everybody. No, I am not the Alpha Omega. And see, but that's why it works. Okay? I know my limitations. I understand my limitations. I certainly figured out more of my limitations in the last couple of years. Okay? Like, if it's not your lane, stay the fuck out of it. Right? I tried to get involved in fentanyl. It wasn't my area, man. I felt like I was doing more harm than good. And with what I do, it just wasn't conducive, man. I was doing more harm than good, and I won't. That's just not going to happen. And so it's about understanding our limitations. It's about understanding certain things about ourselves so we know where to be useful. Okay. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. For all my rewatchers, I love you.